जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी भंडारकर साहब ने एक चिट्ठी लिखी थी राज्य सरकारों को कि 1931 और 1941 के सेंसस में जो जातियां अनुसूचित जाति में हैं उनकी सूची भेजी जाए, उन्हीं को अनुसूचित जाति में रखा जाएगा। श्रीमान 31 के सेंसस में क्रमांक 26 पर अहेरिया, 27 पर बहेलिया और 28 पर पासी अंकित थे, एक ब्लॉक में रखा गया। 41 में भी क्रमांक 59 पर अहेरिया, 60 पर बहेलिया व 5 अन्य जातियां एक ही ग्रुप में रखी गईं। अज्ञात कारणों से बाद में इसमें से अहेरिया को अलग कर दिया गया। शेष जातियां शेड्यूल कास्ट में अब भी हैं। इस जाति के लोगों ने निरंतर प्रयास किए, लेकिन न संसाधन है न बहुत बड़ी संख्या है, इसलिए इनका किसी ने सुना नहीं। अंत में 16 में उत्तर प्रदेश सरकार के समाज कल्याण के विभाग के प्रमुख सचिव ने एक पत्र लिखा सामाजिक न्याय और अधिकारिता मंत्रालय के लिए, यहाँ दिल्ली के लिए, और उन्होंने लिखा कि अहेरिया जाति को उत्तर प्रदेश अनुसूचित जाति की सूची में सम्मिलित किए जाने के संबंध में राज्य सरकार द्वारा अनुसूचित जाति एवं अनुसूचित जनजाति शोध एवं प्रशिक्षण संस्थान उत्तर प्रदेश से अहेरिया जाति का सर्वेक्षण एवं निर्जातीय अध्ययन कराया गया है। संस्थान द्वारा प्रस्तुत की गई अध्ययन आख्या में ये उल्लेख किया गया है कि अहेरिया जाति की सामाजिक, आर्थिक, शैक्षिक एवं धार्मिक स्थिति को देखते हुए इस जाति को अनुसूचित जाति की सूची में सम्मिलित किया जाना उचित है। अहेरिया जाति अनुसूचित जाति की सूची में किए जाने के सभी पात्रताएं एवं अर्हताएं और योग्यताएं रखती है और उत्तर प्रदेश में अनुसूचित जाति घोषित किए जाने के लिए प्रदेश की अनुसूचित जाति की सूची में सम्मिलित किए जाने की संस्तुति की जा रही है। इस अतः अनुरोध है कि कृपया उत्तर प्रदेश में निवास करने वाली अहेरिया जाति को उत्तर प्रदेश की अनुसूचित जाति की सूची में सम्मिलित किए जाने हेतु कृपया आवश्यक कार्रवाई करने का कष्ट करें। श्रीमान, सारे शोध के बाद, सारे पैरामीटर्स को पूरा करने के बाद भी इस उत्तर पत्र के जवाब में ये कहा गया कि ये हैं फॉर्मेलिटीज़ पूरी नहीं होती। बिना रजिस्ट्रार जनरल ऑफ इंडिया ने बिना किसी तरह का शोध कराए हुए यहाँ से एक चिट्ठी लिख दी। सर, स्थिति ये है।
Sri Samirul Islam, concern over delay in disbursement of funds dues to Manrega scheme in West Bengal.
Respected Chairman Sir, the issue of Manrega is not only a union government scheme. It is an act established in 2005. The primary focus of this act is on the improvement of rural livelihoods. For around the last 20 years, the scheme has become the lifeline for marginal people in India, with crores of citizens depending on it as this act in their right. The program contributes to rural infrastructure and assets, indirectly addressing the basic demands and employment needs of a large section of people in rural India. Sir, however, my concern today is Manrega and the neglected faced by the poor people of West Bengal. The budget allocation for Manrega has been reduced to rupees 60,000 crore for the current fiscal year 2023 and 24. Bengal stands out as the only instance where the Union Ministry for Rural Development has completely withheld its allocation since 2021. Sir, the total due towards wages for lakhs of job card holder alone is around rupees 3,500 crore with a total pending due worth rupees 7,000 crore. These figures highlight the situation where the Union government has not sanctioned even a penny for the poor people of Bengal under the scheme named after our father of the nation in the current fiscal year. Consequently, over 20 lakh people dependent on the rural scheme, also known as the 100-day work scheme, are struggling to access their right to income. Their plight sends an adverse message to society and is breaking the backbone of the rural economy in Bengal. Sir, this matter should be a subject of debate in this House, questioning who has the authority to deprive the poor people of the eastern state of Bengal. Sir, I want to remind you, sir, West Bengal is the state that stood first for multiple time in implication of Mangreka. Sir, another significant point is that under Mangreka, the government should pay wages to labor within 15 days after the completion of works. Ironically, laborers from Bengal have not received their due even after 2 years. This raises concern about the adherence to the rules and the impact on the life of those dependent on this vital scheme. Thank you, sir.
Dr. John Britta's concern over rising concentration of wealth in the hands of few people in India.
Sir, we are presiding over multiple level of paradox. On the one count, the Constitution talk about exhorting the governments to bring policies to reduce inequalities. On the other count, the policies of the government are instrumental in surging inequalities. So the Oxfam report, the survival of the richest, talked about 1% of India owning more than 40% of the total wealth, while the bottom 50% share only 3%. We had a strange phenomena during the COVID season, sir. 84% of the people lost their income or reduced their income drastically, whereas the corporates increased their profits, sir. Sir, the government brought down the corporate tax and thereby enabled the corporates to benefit at least 2 lakh crore per year. Sir, the Oxfam report adds that wealth of billionaires surged at an unprecedented rate of 2.5 crore rupees per minute, sir. Sir, yesterday only, the finance minister replied to the Lok Sabha, stated that more than 10 lakh crores have been written off of industries. 2,300 people have been castigated as willful defaulters, eating up more than 2 lakh crores, sir. Sir, we all harp on India being the 5th biggest economy, sir. So statistics and figures can be fake unless we analyze them, sir. So if you just look at the real picture, we are 127th on the ladder, and per capita GDP, we are behind Sri Lanka and even Bangladesh, sir. Okay, sir, on one count, we have increased the numbers. The number of billionaires in the country has gone up, and we are third. It's almost like 169 billionaires in India, sir. Sir, yesterday, the stock exchange rallied. At the same time, there was a rally of Dalits and agriculture workers a stone throw away from Parliament. They were breathing for sustenance, sir. They were demanding for land reforms. They were demanding for a remunerative wage, sir. But our government was looking at the census rally because their friends benefited and their closest friend benefited, and the market cap went more than 12 lakh crores, sir. So this is the paradox on which our country is presiding, sir. So the other day, after the election victory, sir, you must have heard the Honorable Prime Minister saying that it's a victory of poor, the deprived, and the tribals. That was a statement of Honorable Prime Minister. Bhupendra Yadav, am I correct? Am I correct? Yes, that was a statement. Sir, do we want to make them
chair.
a vote?
Honorable member is directed to put on the table of the House the assertion made by him that friends were benefited during course of the day. Shri A. Rahim, concern over increasing loan app crimes and other fraudulent activities in the country.
Sir, I am in front of this August House on behalf of the victims and people who lost their valuable lives due to loan apps crime. Sir, recently there has been a significant surge in loan app crimes in the country. These crimes involve fraudulent activities committed using digital platforms, primarily through mobile applications offering quick and easy loans. This is a matter of grave concern and requires urgent action, sir. Sir, how could loan apps exploit a large number of people in our country, sir? Sir, the reasons are increasing unemployment and living expenditure. Sir, common people, especially the youth, are running from bank to bank for ordinary loans. But our nationalized banks are in a competition to provide loans to corporate without granting any loans to the needy masses, sir. Sir, our conventional banking system is denying loans to these poor and needy. This situation will naturally lead the common man to depend on other sources of money. Sir, the main reason for the increase in loan arms is the flawed financial policies of the government. Sir, the situation of people who borrow money through loan apps is very pathetic, sir. Once the payment is late or if they fail to pay the amount demanded by the app owners, the customer is blackmailed, and such mafias commit heinous crimes, including circulating deep fake videos and morphed images by using data extracted from the client during the registration process. Sir, this leads to client suicide and other problems, sir. Sir, what did the union government do the deal with this, sir? Their only response is silence. Sir, I urge the government, sir, expanding small credit schemes through nationalized banks, sir. Sir, strengthening the cooperative sector and promoting credit streams through cooperative banks are the solutions, sir. Sir, active engagement is also required in the digital arena. Sir, for this awareness should be created among the public, which loans are legitimate and which are not. Sir, should be published at regular intervals. Service providers like Google, iOS shall be regulated in this regard. Apps that violate the law should be identified and punished. Sir, this is a problem that affects the lives of the youth and common people. I urge the government to take urgent action. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Honorable A. Rahim. Srimati J.B. Mathir Hisam, the subject is demand
obliged
to take... Please.
I'm deeply obliged by the opportunity. Let me bring to the attention of this House one of the alarming issues that our country is facing today, that is farmer suicide. Sir, recently 2 farmers in my home state, Kerala, committed suicide. The suicide note of one of the farmers from Kuttanad says, "Ende maranathinu uttaravadi sarkar matram." The government is solely responsible. The government is solely responsible for my death. Sir, why did they commit suicide? Farmers log and sell their paddy to the government through Supplyco, Kerala State Supplies Corporation. Government do not disperse the paddy procurement price to the farmers, and there's an inordinate delay. Why this inordinate delay, sir? It is because instead of making direct payment to the farmers, the government, the Supplyco have an impractical loan scheme by which the Supplyco will issue paddy receipt sheet, PRS, to the farmers at the time of procurement, and the farmers will have to give this PRS sheet to the bank and they can avail loan, and Supplyco is supposed to make repayment of the loan, which does not happen. And the Supplyco make the payment once the central government allots a share of MSP to the state government. And I want to draw the attention specifically to the fact that central government has failed to give 790 crores, which is due to the state government and which is due to the Supplyco. Now, because of the failure, there is no payment being done to the banks, and due to that the CIBIL score of the farmers is also affected and they do not get the money on time. Let me get back to the suicide note, sir. I quote, "It is the money of paddy which I cultivated with my sweat that was given as PRS loan. The government is solely responsible for repaying this loan in arrears. Banks are not disbursing new loans because of the government has defaulted on it. It is because of this I am taking my life. Therefore, it is only the government which is responsible for my death," unquote. The words in the suicide note is a direct reflection of the plight of the farmers our country and state is facing today. How many more lives of farmers will have to be lost for the government to wake up and make the payment which is rightfully due to the farmers? Also, paddy farmers in the state they are selling their products to the private rice mill owners at a much lower cost, which is about 20% of the farmers they are doing that. If the government is giving,
Time is already over, it's not going on record now, please. Not going on record, please. Honorable Sri Babu Bhai, Jaisang Bhai Desai. Honorable members, please take your seat, Mr. John Bretos. ऑनरेबल मेंबर्स, सिर्फ आप 3 मिनट बोलते हो ही रिकॉर्ड पे जाता है, उससे अधिक बोलते हैं रिकॉर्ड पे नहीं जाता. प्लीज कन्फाइन योरसेल्फ टू 3 मिनट्स. ऑनरेबल श्री बाबू भाई जेसंग भाई देसाई. ऑनरेबल श्री बाबू भाई जेसंग भाई देसाई, concerned about climate change and its consequences, not present. Honorable Sri Trichu Sivaji, request to allocate adequate funds to the state of Tamil Nadu for relief to people suffering due to cyclone rains. Sri P. Wilson will associate. Babu Bhai, I am going by serial number. 5th was J.B. Mathur ji, 6th was Babu Bhai, Jason Bhai Desai, 7th Tiruchu Sivaji, please. Please. Honorable Tiruchu Sivaji. Mic of Honorable Tiruchu Sivaji, please, it's on now.
Thank you, Deputy Chairman, sir. Sir, the torrential rains, which is incessant for the past 4 days, has devastated Chennai, Thiruvallur, Shengalpet, Kanjipuram and Ranipet in Tamil Nadu. Sir, such a rain Tamil Nadu has witnessed only half a century before. The Michang cyclone which triggered these rains has now moved to Andhra Pradesh, but the impact is so worse that the people of Tamil Nadu are put to very big hardships. Sir, the roads have become rivers because of the non-stop running waters, and the rivers have become like seas. The Kuvam and Adayar, which used to confluence with the sea, were not able to because sea water was gushing into the river, and all the water bodies are overflowing. Many tanks have been breached. Roads have been damaged to the extreme condition. Everywhere it is eroded because of the running water. However best the infrastructure of a city, sir, the fury of the nature is such hard and much worse that nothing can withstand that. So all the roads have been eroded, and the essential needs of the people were not able to be supplied, though the milk vendors or the medical facilities can move, but the roads were not accessible. And the state government, under the captainship of Mr. M.K. Stalin, the Chief Minister, the whole cabinet was on their heels. The corporation officials, workers, doctors, sanitation workers, fire service, rescue team, electricity board, everyone were working in a war-footed manner, sir. And sir, the foremost responsibility of a state government is to safeguard the lives of the people. So as a precautionary measures, electricity was suspended as a temporary measure which saved hundreds of people who would have met with electrocuted accidents. So along with that, essential needs were also supplied by the state government. But the impact is so worse, sir, that it cannot be repaired at the earliest. Sir, now that yesterday the Honorable Home Minister has had a telephonic conversation with the Chief Minister and he has appraised the situation, and now that the state government has requested for an interim relief of 5,000 crores, sir. So I urge the union government, considering the condition of Tamil Nadu and the five districts in the capital, kindly release the interim relief of 5,000 crore as an initial interim relief, which would help the state government in their efforts to safeguard the people of Tamil Nadu. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Tiruchi Sivaji. You have already associated yourself. Yes, you have associated, people say. You have associated, the time is over now. Thank you, people say. Honorable Sri Ajay Pratap Singh ji, issue of distribution in PM Garib Kalyan Ann Yojana.
सभापति महोदय, मैं सदन का ध्यान मिलेट्स की ओर आकर्षित करना चाहता हूं। मिलेट्स का नवीन नामकरण हमारे प्रधानमंत्री आदरणीय श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने श्री अन्न के रूप में किया है। वर्ष 2023 को भारत के प्रयासों के कारण संयुक्त राष्ट्र संघ ने मिलेट वर्ष घोषित किया है। प्रधानमंत्री जी ने भारत को मिलेट्स को विश्व केंद्र के रूप में घोषित किया है। मिलेट्स में प्रमुख रूप से ज्वार, बाजरा, कोदो, कुटकी, रागी, सांवा, मेजरी इत्यादि फसलों को शामिल किया जाता है। इन फसलों का जो खेती है लगभग भारत के 12 राज्यों में की जाती है। अकेले बाजरा की खेती ही भारत के लगभग 2.5 करोड़ किसान करते हैं। भारत में जो हमारी भोजन की थाली है, उस भोजन की थाली में पहले लगभग प्रति व्यक्ति प्रति माह 3 किलो मिलेट्स की खपत होती थी। अब ये बढ़कर 14 किलो तक पहुंच गई है। हमारे यहाँ 5 से 6% जो है लोग इसका उपयोग करते हैं और प्रधानमंत्री जी के कारण लगभग मिलेट्स की बिक्री में लगभग 30% तक वृद्धि हुई है। अगर हम भूख के आधार पर दुनिया का विभाजन करें तो एक ग्लोबल साउथ है जहाँ पर भोजन की समस्या है और दूसरा ग्लोबल नॉर्थ है जहाँ पर भोजन की प्रचुरता के कारण बीमारियों का सामना कर रहे हैं। इसका समाधान भी इस मिलेट्स में ही निहित है। मिलेट्स की खेती के माध्यम से हमारे किसानों की आर्थिक प्रगति का भी रास्ता प्रशस्त होता है और मिलेट्स की जो खेती है ये कम पानी की खेती होती है। 1-2 पानी में ही इसका उत्पादन हो जाता है और इसके कारण जो हमारा भूजल का जो स्तर है जो घटता जा रहा है उसकी भी सुरक्षा की जा सकती है। संक्षेप में मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि मिलेट्स पोषण युक्त है, मिलेट्स हमारे स्वास्थ्य के लिए उपयुक्त है। इसलिए मैं आपके माध्यम से सरकार का ध्यान आकृष्ट करना चाहता हूँ कि जो हमारी सार्वजनिक वितरण प्रणाली है उस सार्वजनिक वितरण प्रणाली में हम मिलेट्स उत्पादों को शामिल करें। इसके माध्यम से हम भारतवासियों के स्वास्थ्य की भी रक्षा कर सकेंगे। मिलेट्स की अधिक से अधिक खपत होने के कारण किसान भी इसके उत्पादन के लिए प्रोत्साहित होंगे। इसके माध्यम से गांव की भी जो आर्थिक समृद्धि है उसका भी मार्ग प्रशस्त होगा। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद उपसभापति महोदय।
धन्यवाद माननीय अजय प्रताप जी। Honorable Sri Vaiko, concern over frequent attacks and arrest of Indian fishermen by Sri Lankan Navy.
Mr. Deputy Chairman, sir, thank you very much for the opportunity given to me. Sir, Sri Lankan Navy is continuously attacking our Tamil fishermen. About 800 fishermen were shot dead and thousands of fishermen were brutally attacked and their boats and fishing trawlers were damaged and fishing nets destroyed in the past. Recently, they have started capturing the boats and put them into action. Unfortunately, it has become a real story. There have been several incidents of Sri Lankan Navy personnel even firing at Indian fishermen in the Pak Strait and seizing their boats, damaging their boats and high-handedness by the Sri Lankan forces. Recently, 22 fishermen were arrested by Sri Lankan Navy. The frequent arrest and seizure of boats had shattered the livelihood of many fishermen. I would urge upon the Union government to take urgent steps to secure release of all the fishermen and their boats unconditionally. The government should also put diplomatic pressure on the Sri Lankan government for giving compensation under solatium to the next of kin who were shot dead and boats damaged by the Sri Lankan Navy. They should hold a high-level talk to find a permanent solution to this non-stop harassment to our fishermen by the Sri Lankan Navy. So Tamil Nadu fishermen, are they not the citizens of India? If they are citizens of India, what Navy is doing there? It is sitting like a lame duck in the Bay of Bengal.
Thank you. Honorable Sri GVL Narsim Rao, concern over attempts to ridicule Sanatan Dharma. Please.
Thank you, sir. Sir, a minister in the state government of Tamil Nadu indulged in hate speech against Sanatan Dharma and Hindu religion. I quote what he said. Sir, Sanatan Dharma is like malaria and dengue, and so it must be eradicated and not opposed. These are statements by a minister in a state government. And sir, another minister in the same state government, higher education minister, said the purpose of formation of INDIA alliance is for the eradication of Sanatan Dharma. This is the agenda. Is this the kind of anti-India agenda that they want to pursue? So, another minister in Karnataka government, who also happens to be the son of Congress president, who is also a leader of the opposition in Rajya Sabha, he supported those comments. This is the agenda of INDIA alliance. Sir, this constitutes hate speech. Honorable Supreme Court, in its directions, clearly stated that offences under 295A, under 505, 153A, 153B, they all constitute hate speech. Sir, deliberate and a malified act intended to outrage religious sentiments. This is what it was intended for. There was also an attempt to create public mischief. Therefore, I call upon the state government, Tamil Nadu, to, on its own, register a FIR against the same ministers who spoke against Sanatan Dharma, and also dismiss these ministers from the state government, because what they have publicly stated is a violation of the oath they have taken under the Constitution. The Constitution allows every religion, every member, every sect to practice its faith and to even propagate it. And here you have ministers in the state governments who are campaigning against Sanatan Dharma and calling for its eradication. So therefore, sir, I appeal that cases should be booked against the concerned ministers and they must be dismissed without any further delay. So this is nothing but an act to destroy the fabric of religion in India. This is to destroy social fabric. If this is an agenda for any political party, that will be dangerous to India. Therefore, I appeal, I demand an apology. I demand an apology from the...
Not going on record now. Time is over. Your time is over, please. Honorable Binay Biswam. Honorable Binay Biswam. Please. Honorable Binay Biswam, please. Honorable Binay Biswam. Your subject is, please, demand to provide decent wages along with the meaningful engagement schemes to all government-sponsored distance workers.
Make the house in order.
Please.
Make the house in order, sir.
Please speak, it will be in order. Please
Make
speak.
the house in order, sir, please.
Please speak. Please, there is no discussion. Honorable Tiruchi Sivaji, please take your seat. Please take your seat. All the members who are standing, please take your seat. You please speak.
So I begin with the house.
Please, Binay Biswamji, please speak.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Please.
Thank you, sir.
Please, Binay Biswamji, please speak. Binay Biswam, please.
He totally give the false
So
information.
I am going on another name. Please, Binay Biswamji, then
Yes,
please,
sir.
Please.
Now my time begins.
Yes.
Sir, I stand before you.
Please, nobody. Please speak.
Sir, please begin my time now.
It has already begun. The time has already begun.
No,
Please.
no, no. Just the way began.
Please
Just the way
speak.
began.
Please speak.
Sir, please. I stand before you to bring to the plight of the scheme workers of the country. They are in lakhs in numbers. They belong to the ASHA workers, Anganwadi workers, and midday meal workers. Sir, the government and this House has a duty to look deep into their living conditions. Sir, those people are not living. They are simply surviving on paltry wages. We talk about them in high words like global health leaders, warriors for the country. Sometimes we name them during COVID days. But when the livelihood comes, we always forget them. High time to think about them. Sir, the ASHA workers, the accredited social health activists, they are doing immense service for the nation. In every field of life, they are the first point of healthcare, social security, and everything. But their concerns are not always. So Anganwadi workers, they are the first meeting point for the children of the country. They teach them, they feed them, and they open their eyes to the world. But what we do for them? Nothing to them, sir. The same way, the midday workers, meal workers, midday meal, they work for the food security also. But lakhs of them are counting their days for their decent wages, sir. High time this government should pay attention to them. We call them as volunteers. Calling them volunteers, we deny them the right of the workers. We have to treat them as workers. We have to see that their wages are fixed, a decent wages to live. And we have to treat them and make their engagement conditions a decent one.
Not going on record now. Please. Honorable Sri Sushil Kumar Modi, concerned over increasing incidents of suicide, deaths of students in higher educational institutes. Honorable Sushil Kumar Modi.
उपसभापति महोदय, राजस्थान के कोटा में और इस वर्ष 26वां आत्महत्या की घटना घट चुकी है। पिछले एक साल में और आत्महत्या की 26 घटना और कोटा राजस्थान में घट चुकी है। और ये केवल इसी वर्ष नहीं, पिछले 5-6 वर्षों में प्रति वर्ष 25 से 30 नौजवान और आत्महत्या कर रहे हैं। इतना ही नहीं तो IIT, IIM, NIIT और जो देश के सर्वोच्च इंजीनियरिंग संस्थान हैं, जो हायर एजुकेशन के इंस्टीट्यूट्स हैं, वहाँ पर भी प्रति वर्ष बड़ी संख्या में नौजवान आत्महत्या कर रहे हैं। सरकार के लिए चिंता का विषय, चाहे केंद्र की सरकार हो या राज्य की सरकार हो, कि आखिर इतनी बड़ी संख्या में नौजवान आत्महत्या करने के लिए क्यों बाध्य हो रहे हैं। कोटा राजस्थान में जो लड़के मेडिकल और इंजीनियरिंग की कोचिंग के लिए आते हैं, उन पर इतना प्रेशर होता है, इतना दबाव होता है उत्तीर्ण होने के लिए कि वो लोग आत्महत्या करने के लिए बाध्य हो रहे हैं। और उसी प्रकार IIT, IIM वगैरह जो उच्च शैक्षणिक संस्थान हैं, वहाँ पर भी बढ़ती हुई आत्महत्या की घटना ये चिंता का विषय है। मैं सरकारों से ये मांग करता हूँ कि एक तो एक आयोग का गठन किया जाए जो इस बात की जांच करे कि आखिर इतनी बड़ी संख्या में नौजवान कोचिंग संस्थानों में आत्महत्या क्यों कर रहे हैं। साथ ही साथ जो एक्सपर्ट्स हैं, जो काउंसलर्स हैं, उनकी बहाली की जाए ताकि वैसे लड़के जो डिप्रेशन में चले जाते हैं उनकी वो काउंसलिंग कर सकें। ऐसे केंद्रों में मेंटल हेल्थ क्लिनिक की भी स्थापना की जाए ताकि जो लड़के डिप्रेशन में हैं वो लड़के वहाँ जाकर अपना इलाज करा सकें या काउंसलिंग प्राप्त कर सकें। साथ ही साथ जो IIT, IIM वगैरह के जो कोर्सेज हैं, खास करके कोचिंग के, उसके बारे में पुनर्विचार किया जाए कि इतनी बड़ी इतना प्रेशर है और इस प्रकार का कठिन सिलेबस है कि उसको उत्तीर्ण होना उनके लिए बड़ा कठिन हो जाता है। तो सरकार को उसके पूरे सिलेबस को भी रीडिज़ाइन करने के बारे में विचार करना चाहिए और ख़ास करके कोटा और अन्य कोचिंग संस्थानों में हर किसी का जो नामांकन हो रहा है, पैसे के लिए कोचिंग संस्थान जो भी लड़के वहाँ पर आते हैं उनका वो एडमिशन ले लेते क्योंकि उससे उनको पैसा मिलता है, तो उसके बारे में भी और रोक लगाई जाए। जो बहुत मेधावी छात्र हैं जो
time is over. Thank you. Dr. Lakshmikant Bajpayee ji, issue of intervention by big houses in MSME sector.
क्या विषय है जी?
Issue of intervention by big business houses in MSME sector.
पता ही नहीं हमें तो, 0 आवर की सूची में भी नहीं है।
आपका 0 आवर में यही लिस्टेड है?
नहीं लिस्टेड है।
डॉक्टर एल हनुमंतैया demand to take preventive steps to address rising problems of malnutrition and anemia across the country. Please, माननीय सदस्यगण, जिनका नाम सूची में है उसी अनुसार मैं बुला रहा हूँ। प्लीज टेक योर सीट। सर, जिनके नाम नहीं है मैं नहीं बुला रहा हूँ, जिनके नाम है वही बुला रहा हूँ। प्लीज, डॉक्टर एल हनुमंतैया।
सर, थैंक यू चेयरमैन सर।
प्लीज,
I rise to Madam, 1 minute. Sir, I rise today to urgently address the pervasive issues of malnutrition and anemia plaguing millions of people across the country, sir. Sir, despite economic progress, our nation grapples with alarming rates, particularly affecting vulnerable population like children, women, and the marginalized sections of the society, sir. Sir, in the latest NFHS report, data 1921, the prevalence of anemia has shown a significant increase, with children aged 6 months to 5 years experiencing a jump from 59% to 67%, sir. Sir, this is an alarming state of affairs. Sir, women especially in rural areas, high rates of anemia adversely affecting maternal health and contributing to pregnancy complications. Sir, an increase in the anemia prevalence from 53% to 57% in all women aged between 15 years to 49 years seen, and 50.4% to 52.2% in pregnant women rooted in poverty, lack of education, inadequate health care, and unequal resource distribution or malnutrition problems. Sir, factors such as food insecurity, limited access to clean water, and inefficient healthcare infrastructure contribute to unmet nutritional needs. Sir, my request to the government, addressing these issues is not only a social responsibility but a prerequisite for a thriving and resilient nation. Sir, the consequences extend beyond individual suffering, impacting the workforce, educational outcomes, and overall economic productivity of the nation. Sir, therefore, I urge the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare to take immediate steps to address the rising problems of malnutrition and anemia, especially among women and children across the country. Sir, let me unite in our commitment to building a healthier, strong India.
Time is over, Hanumanthaiya ji. Time is over. Thank you, Hanumanthaiya ji. Honorable members, in 0 hour, matters are raised with permission of Honorable Chairman. Merely presence in ballot does not mean admittance. Further matters already raised are not included again. Please. Dr. Lakshmikant Bajpayee. Dr. Lakshmikant Bajpayee.
माननीय उपसभापति जी,
प्लीज।
मेरा विषय बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है और समाज के उन सामान्य वर्ग के लोगों के प्रति है जो गांव में और छोटे छोटे शहरों और कस्बों में सुनार का दर्जी का काम करते हैं। धीरे धीरे एमएसएमई सेक्टर में भी बड़े घरानों का प्रवेश योजनाबद्ध तरीके से हो रहा है। ये ठीक है कि हम किसी को व्यवसाय करने से नहीं रोक सकते, लेकिन किसी बड़े घराने अगर तनिष्क के नाम से टाटा करेगा जेवर का व्यापार, तो गरीब सुनार या शराब जो शहरों में और कस्बों में बैठे हैं वो क्या काम करेंगे। इसी प्रकार कपड़े को सिलने का काम जो है वो भी टाटा बड़े घराने ले जा रहे हैं। मेरा इस प्रश्न के माध्यम से सरकार से ये निवेदन है कि ये ठीक है कि किसी को रोजगार करने से हम नहीं रोक सकते, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं एमएसएमई सेक्टर का बचाव हो सके और एमएसएमई सेक्टर के अंतर्गत आने वाले छोटे कारीगर, छोटे व्यापारी बचे रह सकें, इसकी व्यवस्था सरकार को करनी चाहिए, ऐसा मेरा आग्रह है।
धन्यवाद। माननीय श्री बाबूभाई देसाई, माननीय बाबूभाई देसाई, प्लीज।
महोदय, आज आपने मुझे संसद बनने के बाद उसमें प्रथम बोलने का अवसर दिया, इसलिए आपका धन्यवाद। आज मैं हमारे समय की एक तत्काल और निर्णायक चुनौती जलवायु परिवर्तन का समाधान करने के लिए उसके सामने खड़ा हूँ। हमारा यह मान्य गतिविधियों के कारण अभूतपूर्व परिवर्तनों से गुजर रहा है, जिसके परिणाम स्वरूप तापमान में वृद्धि, मौसम के पैटर्न में बदलाव और असंख्य परिस्थितियों व्यवस्थापन उत्पन्न हुए हैं। वैज्ञानिक सहमति स्पष्ट है, जलवायु परिवर्तन हमारे पर्यावरण, अर्थव्यवस्था और जीवन जैसी शैली के लिए गंभीर खतरा है। हमें सिर्फ फर्क पिघलने से अधिक लगातार और गंभीर मौसम की घटनाओं और जैव विविधता के नुकसान के गवाह है। मैं यह सहज चेतावनियों नहीं है, ये कठोर वास्तविकता है और जो हमें तत्काल ध्यान देने और कार्रवाई करने की मांग करती है। भावी पीढ़ियों के लिए यही की सुरक्षा करना हमारी नैतिक जिम्मेदारी है। हमें स्थायी ऊर्जा स्रोतों की ओर बदलाव करना चाहिए, ग्रीन हाउस गैस परिवर्तन को कम करना चाहिए और जिम्मेदार खपत और उत्पादन के बढ़ावा देना चाहिए। इसके लिए सभी क्षेत्रों, सीमाओं और राजनैतिक विचारधाराओं में सहयोग की आवश्यकता है। कानून निर्माताओं के रूप में हमारे पास ऐसी नीतियाँ बनाने की शक्ति है जो नवाचार की प्रोत्साहन करती है, नवीनीकरण ऊर्जा में निवेश करती है और उद्योग लोगों के उनके पर्यावरण प्रभाव के लिए जवाबदेह बनाती है। आइए हम अल्पकालिक लाभ से अधिक अपने ग्रह की भलाई को प्राथमिकता है और एक ऐसे भविष्य की दिशा में काम करें यहाँ स्वच्छ हवा, स्वच्छ पानी और स्थिर जलवायु सुनिश्चित हो। निष्क्रियता में कोई विकल्प नहीं है। धन्यवाद अध्यक्ष जी।
धन्यवाद। माननीय श्री विप्लव कुमार देव जी, कंसर्न ओवर मिसयूज ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी एंड आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस टू क्रिएट डीप फेक्स। माननीय विप्लव कुमार देव, नॉट प्रेजेंट। माननीय श्री मुजीबुल्लाह खान जी, डिमांड टू स्टार्ट न्यू रूट फॉर वंदे भारत। मुजीबुल्लाह खान जी,
सर
प्लीज, आपका समय शुरू हो गया है।
Thank you, sir. In order to meet Odisha's